Morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whatever it is, wherever you're from. I know it's been a little while since I've done any deck profiles, but I've been playing this a little bit and I've had a bunch of people ask about it. This is my green-yellow Majin Vegeta starter deck profile. Um, the leader on the front, draw, attack. I mean, that's pretty basic for, yellow, like just for any deck just to be good, does a leader draw one and attacks. The awakening condition is 4 or less, or if you have 2 or more energy, and a yellow Sun Goku with energy cost of 2 or more in play, you untap one, draw one, go down to 5 life. On the back, we've got Super Saiyan Vegeta Fighting Instincts. Again, when it attacks, draw card. Activate main/battle once per turn. Switch one of your Super Saiyan Goku, Destined Battle, or Trunks Rambunctious Sun to rest mode. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards, switch them to rest mode, which is pretty good because both the Trunks and the Goku have an effect like when they get rested, so you get dual usage off of there. Activate battle once per turn. Add one card from your life to your hand. This card gets plus 5k for the turn. So being able to just take a life and beam to get down to that condition that everybody always wants to get to, which is to Z Awaken the leader and start going ham. So for the package, as far as like from the starter deck itself, I run 4 of the Super Saiyan Goku Destined Battle. It is unique auto. If it's your turn, when you use your leader skill to switch it to rest mode, you draw a card, and then until the end of your opponent's next turn, your leader's effect cannot KO this card. Then auto, if you have a yellow Vegeta card in play or in your Z energy at the start of your opponent's turn, switch this card to active mode and it gains blocker for the turn. And then if you have 2 more energy, you pay 1, play this card from your hand, and activate battle. Make sure activate battle and it's limit 1. So yeah, like with the leader effect, you rest this. It also draws a card. So like you can draw off leader swing and draw off this. So you're drawing 2 cards a turn, which is pretty good. And then the Trunks, I play 4 of the Trunks from Rambunctious Sun. This is in kind of flex right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this at 4, but it's really, really good in like after turn 3, stuff like that. But it is auto, limit 1. You pay 1 if your leader's Vegeta. And when one of your yellow cards is added to your Z energy, you can pay 1, play it from the hand. So anytime you combo, you pay 1, and then you can just play this out. Once you have 3 energy and a yellow Vegeta card in play or your Z energy, when this card is attacked, it's plus 5k and double strike for the turn. So, like I said, once you get to turn 3, being able to just pay 1, have a 20k double strike, like this deck can really, really crank out the double strikes later on in the game, so it's pretty good. And when you use your leader skill to switch this to active or switch this to rest mode, it just says until the start of your next turn, this can't be KO'd. So it's just a way to keep your guys alive. I play 4 of the Vegeta, Prince of Destruction Vegeta Destined Battle, like the big main card here. Servant, which is a permanent, which means it gets 10k, and it doesn't restand at the start of your charge phase. Just remember that this is a permanent, so even if somebody has something that, like, a counter attack that hits a 15k or less, it wouldn't hit this card because it's always a 25k. Auto limit 1. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 5 or less in rest mode and KO it. Additionally, if you have a Sun Goku in play or in your Z energy and you have 3 more energy, this card gains double strike. So like on turn 3, again, like double strike. And then activate main limit 1, pay 1 if your leader is Goku, Vegeta, or Evil Wizard Babidi, and you have 2 more energy, you draw a card and play this card. So like potentially, you can draw, up to like 3 cards per turn off this leader, which leader's got pretty good draw ability, so it's nice. As far as the other way to awaken, since like to get your ultimate awaken condition, you have to have the Goku in play. I'm also running 3 of the Goku Vegeta Ultimate Duos. It's currently at 3 because I only own the 3, but I will most likely be moving this up to 4. I've got another check card I've been running as the 4th one for now, but it is 20k double strike. When this card is played, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, negate its skills for the turn, and KO it. So this deck has a lot of removal in it if you can keep your opponent's stuff in rest mode. And then activate main limit 1. If your leader is Goku or Vegeta, both yellow, and your opponent has 2 more energy, you play this card from your hand. So depending on whether you go first or second, if you go first, you're going to want to look for this guy. If you go second, you're going to want to look for this guy because that's how you pay 1 to get to awaken. So if you really want to, you can charge your second energy, pay 1 for whichever one of these it is that you're going to go into, awaken, and still have up to 2 energy to pass to your opponent's turn, which in yellow is really, really strong. The tech card that I'm messing around with right now is I'm running a 3 of Forest Fire. It is a field. You pay 1 if your leader is a yellow sand. When this card is placed in the battle area, you add 1 mono yellow sand with an energy cost of 4 from your deck and then shuffle. So you can grab this or this or this, which means on turn 1, the deck really doesn't have a whole lot that goes on turn 1. I know a lot of people are playing like the Kibito Kai into the 1-cost Vegeta. I think it just clumps up the deck and takes away spots for like the yellow good stuff. So I decided to forego all that and trying it this way. And then auto at the end of your opponent's turn, you place this in the drop area. They can choose 1 card in their hand and discard it. If they don't, you choose all field cards with energy cost of 1 in the battle areas and place them in the drop. So not super relevant against a lot of decks, but it's still pretty good. And again, like being on turn 1, it gives you something to do to search for to make sure that on turn 2 you can awaken. As far as like defense and like yellow good stuff, you got the forward post. You know, if you got 2 extra cards either in your energy or your drop, it's a 1-cost negate. They have to rest something when they play or when they swing, non-unison. I run 2 of the Frieza's Army Reinforcement. You know, just a good token negate. Also helps you get to like that critical like 3 health, which is what you want to be at to get to the Z Awaken. But we'll get to that later. Also because of that, I'm also running 4 Time Magic. Might seem a little high, but you know, being able to just take the life, they give you an extra way to get down to that life. Also, right now, a lot of decks really want to go to battle. So the more hard negates that you have to stop them from going to battle, the better your deck is going to be. You only want to go to battle when you want to go to battle, and being able to just completely shut your opponent down as much as possible. And the free negates really help, especially in a deck that doesn't really mind going down to like 2 or 3 life. Also run 2 of the Black Kamehameha. You know, if it's your turn, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. If it's your opponent's turn, you draw cards, switch 2 of their cards to rest mode. On both effects, you get to go plus 10k. It's just a good generic card. Like, you're not being able to stop every single attack, but, you know, the ones that you don't, being able to just slow your opponents down against the aggro decks, the card's really good, and being able to draw a few more cards to dig for your pieces is really nice. I run 2 Release from Evil. You know, it's counterattack. If your leader card's mono yellow, the attacking card negate its skills for the turn. It can't be switched to active mode until your next turn to ignore a barrier. So, like, if you know your opponent's about to awaken, you can use this to prevent your opponent's leader from awakening, because it says cards, not battle cards or units cards or anything else like that. It's the attacking card. Or, you know, if your opponent has something that's like dual attack, something like that, it can stop it from restanding, all that. Like, it's just a good generic card. If you decide to play a build with a unison in it, it's free if you have a unison in play. Also play 2 Flying Nimbus. You know, pay 1, negate the attack. You can pitch a card so they can only attack 1 more time for the turn with battle cards. Just good. This deck does play a lot of like, you want to get Z Awakened as quick as possible most of the time. So I'm running 2 of the Metacooler, Infinite Terror. Counterattack limit 1 if your leader's mono yellow. Negate the attack, play this card. Bond 2, so if you have another yellow card, this card gets plus 5k in barrier, so it's a decent attacker. But the big thing is a permanent. If you have a Z leader or Z battle card in play, you can activate the counter skill for free. So having, you know, just more free counters is really nice. I also run 2 of the Turles. You know, double strike. If you have 3 or more energy, you pay 2, play this card. You KO a card in rest mode, draw a card, or you KO a second card in rest mode. The 1 of Pirate Super Saiyan, you know, because you can only play 1. But, you know, pay 1, negate the attack, or activate battle. If you have yellow energy up, you draw a card, switch from your opponent's card to rest mode. I'm only playing 1 Final Flash. I think the card's good, but I think in this meta right now, it's not as good, because, again, I think you really just want to stop them from attacking. The less you have to go to battle, the better. So I didn't want to, like, put in a whole bunch of stuff that encourages me to let my opponent go to battle. But I still also wanted to have some little key pieces just in case for when I want to go to battle. You know, being able to, something simple as like, I've used Final Flash to negate the blocker skill on something if they play it, that kind of thing. You know, just something to help you get through those last few points of damage. I play 1 Cooler right now. I haven't decided whether 2 is the right choice, mainly because this deck is like very aggressive. Like, I want to end the game as quick as possible. But so I just play 1 of the counter. You know, when you play this, draw a card. If you have 6 or more cards in rest, you draw another one. Play 1 of Smoke for those super problem unisons, you know, or super problem battle cards, you know, stuff to get rid of. Or, you know, if I'm really, really just digging for my pieces, I can, you know, pay 2, draw 2 cards. That's the big thing. I play one of Broly, Overrealm, Heartless Berserker, you know, Overrealm Warp card, 30, free 30k swing. I like it. It's pretty good. So the little combo that I've been running that most people have been like super, super attracted to is I run 3 of the Cell the Awakened super combo. It's green yellow if your leader is green or yellow. At the end of the battle, this plays itself. So it's a 10k combo, and then you play it again. You can 10k combo again. I'm also running one of the Skill Steel Chile. Just a little, like, you know, cheeky tech card. You can use it to switch on your opponent's leader or rest or unison cards rest mode. There's a lot of decks that really, really rely on like the leader going to battle, stuff like that. So if they don't swing with the leader first because they're afraid of like Release from Evil or some other type of negate, you can, you know, let it go to battle and then just rest the leader so it can't do much. The reason I'm running the green yellow ones is because I'm running currently 3 Cell Unending Despair. This was at 4, but I went down to 3, and I haven't had any problems with as much as the deck draws to find those pieces. And plus, this allows me to stay at like a very, very tight 50 card deck, which is really, really good. So, you know, you see the pieces a lot more consistently. But it is Energy Exhaust, Barrier, Arrival for 1 yellow or a green. The permanents don't matter because it only matters if your leader is a Cell or an Android. But it's just there to be a 15k with Barrier that is an 8 cost because I play the Broly SCR. The Ultimate Age of Destruction. It's dual attack, double strike. When one of your green battle cards, an energy cost of 7 or more, is removed from the battle area by skill or KO'd, activate this skill. You may choose all of the cards in your hand other than this card and place them in the drop. If you do, you play this card from hand. And then auto when it attacks, if you're at 1 life, your opponent chooses all cards in their hand and places them in the drop. Which comes up really well with the Z Leader, which is Prince of Destruction Vegeta Emotions Unleashed. It costs 2 Z energy to play, but it's free other than that, and you have to be at 3 life for it to work. And it only works on this leader specifically. It's got Z-Sack 1, which means you take a Z card from your Z deck, energy cost of 3 or less, and put it underneath your leader. Which is good because like a lot of the ones that I play have a ability, you know, pay 1 to play from underneath it. Activate main. Once per turn, you switch one of your Goku or Trunks to rest mode, draw a card, and then choose one of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode. So the same ability on here, except that you lose the activate battle part, but you also get to draw a card. So if you Z Awaken early and you use this, like activate main, you rest Goku, you draw here, so you don't have to worry about the swinging to draw the first card. So it gives you a little bit more leeway there. And then the thing that most people want to play this deck for is activate battle. Add cards from your life to your hand until you have 1 life left. This card gets plus 15k power and double strike for the battle, and then you choose all battle cards, ignore barrier, and KO them. So like being able to do that, if you have the Cell out, it KOs the Cell goes into Broly, and that's like the big cheeky win condition there. Just to make sure that you know that because of the way this ability is stated, you cannot do this if you're already at 1 life. You have to be at least 2 life because taking at least 1 life to go down to 1 is part of the cost to play the card. Z deck still, like, I'm crunching numbers, things like that we want to do. Right now, I'm running 3 of the Super Saiyan 2 Goku Overflowing Aura. Z-Stack 1, when you play this card from your Z deck, if you play it from under the leader, it doesn't work. But when you play it from your Z deck, you Z-Stack 1, which means you take another card, energy cost 3 or less, and put it underneath. Or sorry, no. This is just any yellow battle card you can put underneath. But when this card attacks, you choose your Prince of Destruction Vegeta, Destined Battle. Switch to active mode, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO. This gets plus 10k power for the battle. And if this is underneath another card, you can also just pay 1 and play it from underneath there without having to worry about the Z energy. So you probably have noticed that this deck doesn't have a boss monster. Mainly because I found out that this combo here is the best boss monster. Because I went on turn 4, had Vegeta out, Z Awakened, put one of these underneath my leader, okay, swung with it, restood Vegeta, KO'd a battle card in rest mode, had to deal with 25k swing, and then swung 25k double strike, KO'd another battle card, and then paid 2 to play this guy out, tucking a third one underneath it, and then I swing, KO another card in rest mode, restand Vegeta, swing 25k double strike again, and then pay 1 to play this from underneath that, and then swing, KO another battle card, restand Vegeta, swing 25k double again, KOing another battle card. So you can potentially KO up to 7 cards in a turn, and then you get 3 single strike swings and 3 double strike swings, all at 25k, not counting whatever else you already have on the field at the time. So, like, for me, this guy, I know he's a little bit hard to get around because of the protection, because it didn't have a lot of protection, but I think it's really good as a boss monster, and it's super cheeky, and, like, it really, really can hurt your opponents a lot. I'm also playing one of the Majin Vegeta Despair's Revival. Dual attack, when this card is played, it can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills until the end of your opponent's next turn. Activate main, limit 1 if your leader is a Vegeta Z leader and you have a yellow Sun Goku in play. You play this card from under your leader battle card. So this one you have to have a Goku out for it to work. And then activate battle once per turn. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode. I'm also playing one of the Sun Goku Evolved Defender. Deflect barrier, when it comes into play, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, unison cards, or leaders, switch it to rest mode, and it can't attack until the end of the opponent's next turn. Again, being able to like lock your leader down or lock like the big SCR, like say the Gohan or something like that, if you can't get rid of it, to stop it from attacking the next turn. And when this card is in rest mode, when your opponent plays a card, you can take a Z energy, put it into the drop. If you do, that card gets put into rest mode and negate its skills for the turn. Or sorry, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It doesn't have to be the one being played. You can choose any card. And then, because I couldn't decide, but I wanted to try and extend to have as many attacks as possible, especially if by some way like the opponent survives this and this. You know, sometimes you do this, get them down to 4 or less, and then you swing this, and the card they rip out of their life is a negate. And sometimes that just happens. So I play one of the Son Gohan facing new foes because he's dual attack. At that point, like if your opponent did take this, they got 1 card in hand. What's the likelihood they can survive 2 more 15k swings? Again, he's dual attack, and the other effect doesn't happen because your leader is not an SH. Definitely not a Piccolo SH. But this is the deck I'm playing it. I'm also going to be testing a mono yellow version of the deck, which essentially just means that I'm going to be switching these 8 cards out for regular super combos. These, I haven't decided exactly what the tech pieces are going to be there. Probably a couple of the new Vegetos, which probably should be in this deck, but I haven't got those copies yet. Like these could become Vegetos, or I might just like go up to 52 cards and have the Vegetos in. And then this will either become, like Gohan Piccolo, or I actually think like Bardock will be super, super strong in this deck. But you can decide on that the way you want to run it. I'll probably, after doing some testing, figure out what feels good there. Like I said, a few of the tech things will probably switch up a little bit, that kind of thing, for mono yellow. But I think green yellow is really good. If you're looking to play this deck competitively, I think that best of 1 green yellow is super, super strong. And best of 3, I think mono yellow is probably going to be your better bet because it just kind of has a little bit more staying power because of all the extra yellow tech cards and stuff you can play. But like even this, like I think in best of 3, this could be good, but your opponent's only going to fall for this one time. After that, they're going to be expecting it, and they can play around it. But that is my deck. You guys let me know what you think. If you want to see anything else, more gameplay on it, just let me know. I'm going to try and post a couple more videos about it if I can find some people that are willing to stand toe to toe with the big bad boy. But you guys let me know what you think about it. If you have any comments, anything that I might have missed, just let me know.